So we are going to do a May 2005 CSEC question. The first part, the A part of the question says write 5x squared plus 2x minus 7 in the form da da da. Once you see the term here in the form, it means you want to write your answer in this format. It must end up looking like this. And the clue words in the form is an indication to help us to see that it is completing the square. But we're not going to use the completing the square method. We're going to use the H and K method. What do I mean by H and K? Okay, the H and K method, H formula would be H is equal to B over 2A, while the K formula is equal to 4AC minus B squared over 4A. All right, and it's just simple substitution. But before we do that, we are going to write the ABC, regular way when we do quadratic, write what is A, which is the coordinate of x squared, write what is B, which is the coordinate. Did I say coordinate? The coefficient, sorry. Coefficient of x squared, this is the A. Coefficient of x, this is B. And the constant, and that's the C. So A is a positive 5, B is a positive 2, and C is negative 7. And we simply substitute. So here we go. The B is 2, and that's over 2 times A is 5. That's 2 over 10, or 1/5. All right. Then we have 4 times A is 5 times 7, negative 7 I mean, minus, you put the minus in the formula, and then B is positive 2 square over 4 times A. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times negative 7 would be negative 140. All right, and then you put back the minus sign, and 2 squared is 4 over 5 4 is 20, or we have negative 144 over 20. As you can see, that 2 can go into both the numerator and the denominator. So let me see. Okay, 2 into 40 goes 7 times 72 over, can be 72, it's a negative 72 over 10. Can it go any further? Yes, 2 can go into, oh, so let me see, let me use a calculator. 4 can go into 144. Yes, that's 36. So 4 into 144 is 36, and 4 into 20 goes 5 times. All right, so now we need to write it in this format. A da 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 da. So here is the answer. The answer would be the A is the 5, x. The B here is usually the H formula, so it's 1/5 square, and the C is negative 36 over 5. That's the K value. So that here CXC, change up the letters. Normally you would have A x plus H square minus K. So the H is what's in the bracket with the x, and the K is outside. And that's it for part A. The B part of the May 2005 question says, hence or otherwise determine the minimum value of the function. So the minimum value in a quadratic graph is the y value. So it's the y value. And the y value is the same thing as the k value. So that would be equal to negative 36 over 5. And then now it says the value of x at which the minimum occurs. Notice it did not say values, so it's not the root you're trying to find. Once it mentioned the value of x at which the minimum occurs, it means you're talking about, this time, the minus h value. Or you could say, just like what I laid out here, the x value is identical or the same thing as the minus h value. But we worked out the h value, and the h value was equal to 1/5. So therefore, the minus h value would be equal to negative 1/5. This part is the tricky part that you need to remember. Minus 1/5. And that's it for the A and B question.